and today I thought it would be fun to test and analyze some more nail art hacks that I found around the internet. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Claris. I'm a nail artist. Let's get started. So I've seen this one before. You basically sponge or paint over a loofah to get kind of that mermaid fishnet look. And the way theirs came out looks amazing. Let me see if I can get it to look that good. We're going to need a loofah for this one. Alright, so I cut out this piece. And it looks like that they paint the nail black, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's do this one on the pinky. And next, I guess they sponge on the white over the loofah, so let's do that. I'm going to use white acrylic paint. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it around. So I'm just going to dip the sponge in the paint. And let's sponge it on here and see what happens. Alright, let's try it. Whoops. Well, I guess that didn't work. Maybe I can clean this off. Okay, I sort of cleaned the nail off. I just want to give this one more try. Alright, round 2. Yeah, I can see a little bit of the design, so I'm going to rate this hack 1 out of 5. For this one, it looks like that they used some pinking shears and cut some tape to make it have that zigzag look. This doesn't look too hard. Alright, so we need to use some pinking shears and some tape to create this design. So first I'm going to paint the nail gold. This is a holographic gold polish. Let's try this out. I'm just going to cut myself a piece. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to fill in the upper part with black nail polish. Alright, now we're going to peel to reveal. Wow, that is so cool. Oops, it peeled off a little bit of the nail polish there. That would have been fixed if I used a top coat before doing this step. I'm going to give this hack a 5 out of 5 because it looks just like how it did in the picture. Now this one looks really cool. So they apparently paint over some crumpled up plastic wrap and it gives this really cool stone look. I'm excited to try this one. So for this next design, we're going to need some crumpled up plastic wrap. And we're going to paint our nail light blue. So I have my crumpled up ball of plastic wrap and some more gold glitter. So it looks like they just paint the polish on the plastic wrap like this and then just dab that on. Okay, let's try this out. Wow, I'm actually impressed. This looks really, really cool. I'm going to give this hack a 4 out of 7 because it looks almost just like in the picture and it was pretty easy to do. Alright, so this is a hack to get a matte manicure. You paint your nails black and then you hold them over a steaming pot of water and it'll turn them matte like that. I think this will be really cool to try. Alright, so we need some steaming water. Let's go down to my kitchen. Hey guys, so I'm in my kitchen and let's test out this hack. So first what we need to do is paint my nail black, a fresh coat. So I'm just using a black just like what they did in the video. And we need to hold our nail over it for 3 to 5 seconds in the steam. So let's try this out, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's really hot. Wow, guys, look at that. You see how it turned really matte? It's actually really matte looking right now. I'm not sure if it's actually dry. Okay, yeah, that's really hot. So if you do this, be really careful. Let me see if it's dry though. Nope, it still does make fingerprints. So I'm just going to let this dry and I'm going to see if it dries matte or if it dries shiny and I'll let you guys know what happens, okay? Okay guys, so I thought I'd give you an update on how my matte nail is doing. So it's been about 28 minutes since I did that. It has this streak of kind of shininess down the center, but it is dry. I'm going to wait a little longer and see if that shininess in the middle goes away. So the shiny thing is still there in the center of the nail, and it's been drying for like 50 minutes. So it kind of worked for the majority of the nail. It did dry, but it's not totally matte. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 because it kind of half worked. And they call this graffiti nail. So it looks almost like dry brushing when you hardly have any polish on the brush and you just kind of brush it around, and it gives that brushed look. So yeah, I'm going to try this one next. Alright, for this one we're going to need a black base, and I'm going to use my matte black nail for this one. Okay, so it looks like what they did is they took off a lot of polish from the brush and then kind of just used what was left on to make that effect. So let's see how this goes. So they did it like this way and like this way. Wow, that's kind of cool. This is kind of fun. You can just kind of scribble whatever you want. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 because it looks just like in the picture. Pantone. I think that has to do with like printing colors, right? So this is really cool how they were able to use a thin Sharpie marker and make those really little letters. I think this one will be cool to try. Alright, so for this one we get to pick which color we would like to do, and then I think that Pantone has to deal with like printing colors. So I think I want to do the pink one. I think that one's really cute. So now I have a Sharpie marker. This is a ultra fine point one, so I think this should be fine enough. Okay, and just to let you know, I did not add a top coat on top of this, so I'm writing right on polish. Make a little C. And that is the completed result. I think it looks very much like in the picture, although my nail shape is different, but that's no problem. So I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. So for this design, you take some plastic. It could be from the screen protector, or I'm going to use a plastic bag, and you put some white nail polish down, and then you drop some other colors onto that, and then you smush it side to side, and then you let it dry and it becomes a decal, and then you attach that onto your nail. So let's try this out. Alright, so they use something different, but I'm going to use a plastic bag. It's basically the same thing. And then it looks like they put some purple. So I have a dark purple here. And yep, I made a little mess. But so they put 1 drop here and then 1 drop like that. And then with some light pink, they made 2 drops. 1 right there and 1 like that. And then they put a drop of light blue in the center. Alright, so that's what it looks like, and then we're going to bend it one way and then another way. Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, and then we're going to let this dry. I'm going to let dry for 20 minutes like regular nail polish time, and I'll see you then. Alright guys, so I ended up letting this dry for like an hour because it was still not dry after 20 minutes, and that's okay. It was kind of wet and not peeling up, but now I think it's ready. I already tried peeling up 1 corner, so okay, so that's what it looks like. So it looks like they want us to apply a fresh base coat, so that's what I'm doing, I guess, to make the nail kind of sticky. Alright, so now I'm going to pick it up and place it on. Yes, that's a good place. I'll move it just a sec. Uh-oh, I kind of ruined it when I moved it. Anyway, it's very thin and fragile. It's kind of wrinkling up in some places, but... And then we're going to use an orange stick and just chop away the excess. Now I'm going to use the brush and acetone to kind of melt the sides of it together. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 because it's basically just like the video showed, but it was kind of hard to do because the decal was so thin that it was so delicate and so wrinkling and everything. But that's kind of my fault, so I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. ladder nail art. So this uses straws and you dip it into the polish or paint and then you just blow it onto your nails. This is interesting. I wonder how this will turn out. Okay, for this design we're going to need to paint the nail white. Alright, so my white nail has dried and this one looks like it's going to be pretty messy. So I'm going to prepare my finger. So this is a 4th of July themed one. So we're going to use a red and a dark blue. And I'm just going to plop a drop of the color right onto my mat like that. So I'm going to dip the straw in. Okay, scoop that up. Alright, now to blow it onto my nail. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now for the blue. So I'm just going to kind of scoop it up. And don't ruin it, don't ruin it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 because it looks kind of like in the picture, but it was kind of hard to do also. So this one says that you scrape off the polish for the effect, but I actually looked into this tutorial more by clicking the little link that they had, and I looked at the actual tutorial and you actually paint on those white lines. Those aren't from scratching off the base because she didn't even put a white base underneath the black. So alright, so we're going to give the nail a base color of black. Okay, so now we're going to sponge on these colors. I'm just dipping the corner of the makeup sponge into the lid of paint and then scraping off the excess. Oh, let's see, how would we do that? Like that idea? Okay. And then we're going to do some purple. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to use acrylic paint again and a small paintbrush, and I'm just going to try my best to add those fine lightning bolt lines. So I guess jagged like this. There, I'm happy with that. This is actually really cool looking and it wasn't really hard at all. I just looked at the picture for inspo. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 because it looks basically just like the picture and it was pretty easy to do too. This looks like a hack where it creates that kind of stone marbled look. It looks really cool. So I don't have a color that's quite like what they used as their base, but I'm just going to use a light green. So it didn't say what is that clear thing that they used, but I'm guessing it's top coat. So let's just go with that and see what happens. And they want me to apply it to the nail. And then they want me to put a drop of it on a mat, I guess. And then also do the same with a black nail polish. Okay. And then they take a brush and they kind of like swirl it together like that or something. I don't know what. It's really thick. Maybe they use clear polish instead. Wait, okay, let's try this out. And then they make like these swirly lines. That's supposed to be like for the rock. Okay, I can kind of see where this is going. Okay, it doesn't really look quite like it. So something I'm doing wrong. Maybe I need some more top. It'd be nice if they told me what they use, because if I'm not supposed to use top coat, then is it clear polish? Maybe it was clear polish. Okay, but I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 because it doesn't quite look like the picture. This is a hack for removing your nail polish if you win out of remover. So you mix together some vinegar and some lemon juice in a bowl, and then you use that just like you would a polish remover. Well, this was a lot of fun, but now it's time to take the nail polish off, and there's a hack for that we're going to try. So we're going to use white vinegar and lemon juice, and they made a big bowl of it. I'm just going to make a little bowl. So it didn't give any measurements. Well, we're just going to pour in some. I don't know how much to put. Okay, so this is how much I ended up putting. And now for the lemon juice. It appears they just squeezed like half of the lemon in, so I'm just going to put, since this is a lot less, I'm just going to put a little bit. There you go. And then just mix that around. Alrighty, let's give this a go. Okay, so it looks like they just dipped the cotton circle or cotton square in. Alright, it's still all there. It didn't look like it did anything. You guys see that? This one doesn't even have a top coat, and it still looks just as it did before. Alright, let's try it on a different finger. Alright, now I'm gonna push that off. It looks the same. There's not even anything on the cotton ball, really. Alright guys, I'm kind of disappointed. It looked like it really worked in the video. I think I did it right. Lemon juice and vinegar. Yeah, I did just what they wanted, but no, I don't think it works. Alright guys, I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 5.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, here's a sneak peek into my next video. I'm going to be doing a Manny swap with Manny Centric. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram account too, like me, and we're going to have a lot of fun recreating each other's designs next time. So if you'd like to see that, make sure you subscribe down below, and I also post videos twice a week. In the meantime, you can check out my Instagram and Facebook group. The links are down in the description. If you have any friends who also love nail art, feel free to share my channel with them. Remember that a smile is the prettiest thing you can wear. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye! Hey guys, so we're in the kitchen and we're going to should I say that? We're in the kitchen? Sure.
Let's just get started. Let's just get started. Let's get started. Let's get started.